What's going on, guys? It's been a while. It's been at least 5 months since I've made, a commentary video. I did a teaser video not too long ago, teasing what some of the features for Axis Football 2018 would be. But now, as we're getting closer to the development videos, it's going to be a larger output of videos about Axis Football, but I'm also going to start doing other videos, probably gameplay, strategic type videos. I've been playing so much Switch, the third-party games like Doom and Skyrim, that it's pretty much taken over my gaming. I have been playing a lot of Far Cry 5 as well, but on to the video. Today we're going to talk about some of the changes that I've noticed, as Danny has sent me some screenshots to talk about today. I know Ryan Moody put out some yesterday. Today I'm going to put out some, and we're going to be game testing not too long. And it's something else I like to point out. This game is going to consoles, and there is something that I think there's a lot of people get a misconception about. They're thinking that they're going to have the same customization that we have on the PC, and that's just not true. And that's not their focus this year for consoles. They want to focus on getting the gameplay and the franchise mode, on track. So I just don't want people to get a false sense of hope, like the videos that I put out in the past, with the NFL and the college and stuff and custom teams. You're not going to have that flexibility on the consoles. You're going to have it on PC still, but not consoles. I just want people to understand that, first and foremost. Alright, let's get on to the first picture here, and I do believe this is probably going to be your cover art for like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, the boxes, and it's probably going to be like your title screen for the PC version. Now, not much has changed from the previous, the 2017 cover art, but it's still got a fresh look, and I like the gold. I think it looks pretty cool, and of course no logos. Again, emphasizing that this is a customizable game, well, on PC anyway. Alright, let's go on to the second picture here. The first thing I want to talk about are the new formations here. You have empty, pistol, shotgun, and Hail Mary. Now, some of these were not even in any of the previous games, like empty and pistol and Hail Mary were not in the previous games. Now, I know there's going to be a variety of alternate formations. You'll have a ton of variety. You'll have all kind of variations on each of these formations, which was a huge step because they needed to really up the ante on the formations and the plays, and they've done that this year, and that's going to be amazing. Now, I like what they're doing here. In the previous years, they've taken the stuff that they've built in one game, and they're adding and they're improving on it. So you have the Ask the Mike, so that's like basically your Ask Your Madden if you want to be, compare it to Madden. And you have your substitutions, and you can do that right from the play screen. I like that. I like that change. It's very, user-friendly. Now, again, the difference between Axis and EA Sports. EA Sports likes to strip features away and, promote some new feature that they usually recycle from a previous game that was already existed in a previous game. But unlike Madden, Axis is not stripping. They're taking and they're building upon something that's already there. So you're still going to have your Ask the Mike there. You're going to have, features that you can just tell. If you've played the previous games, which I've played all of them, I can see how every little thing has been built upon and improved upon. And if you can't see the improvement, then, well, you're blind. Alright, let's go to the third picture here, and this is the actual play call screen here that actually shows the plays. So you have your play on the left, and you have your description on the right here. So you have a play, you have a personnel, and you have your concept, your type of play. This is, of course, similar to Madden, but the Axis used to be like a horizontal play call screen. It had like 4 plays, so Now they've trimmed it down to 3. I really like this change. And now I want you to look closely at the bottom here. It says I formation, twin tight end. So there's no more just I formation and that's all you get. This is now we have, like I said before, you have different types of variations on your formations. So you have I form twin tight end here. This is something I asked for quite a while ago, and now it's here. And I am very happy to see it. And on the play call screen, you have, of course, your primary receiver. And again, very familiar, very comfortable for players coming in that have played Madden. You know, I made a video a while back about how people want to feel comfortable. They want to feel familiar in a situation when they're gaming. You know, if they don't feel like they're in a, you know, this is a comfortable place, then, you know, they're not drawn to it as much. So this is a great change, and I like the decision here. All right, so in the fourth picture here, the first thing I noticed when I saw these next 2 pictures I'm going to show you is how the field now zooms out after the snap. And this is a great change, because this is exactly what they needed. Because in the previous games, when you snap the ball, there was no vision for the flanks. You couldn't see who was in the flat or anything unless you moved the quarterback towards that section of the field. You wouldn't be able to. You'd be blind in a sense. You'd be playing blind. That has been corrected here with this new feature of it's zooming. It seems so simple and we take it for granted, but in the previous games, Axis did not have this. Great change. I love this. I love this. I love this. And of course, this is going to be great for the passing game as well. Now, if you look at the running back, I did mention in the previous video about lean-based running this year. I'm not sure if that's on display here, but it could be. Okay, in the 5th picture here, we have a pass play developing. And in this particular scenario, we have the passing icons, which you have the choice. You can play as the passing icons, or you can play with, which is my preferred method, the passing reticule, the circle. It's just more accurate. It feels better. Of course, I still want to see, you know, some rewards built into it, but that's going to come in time. Now, one of the most exciting things for me this year is the fact that we're going to get quarterback movement in the pocket. I stressed this. I made a video about this a long time ago. I think it was in my Improving Axis 16 video. How I wanted quarterback movement in the pocket where you could, you know, shift your feet, you know, laterally. You could back up. You couldn't do those things. Like I said, you take these things for granted. You see them in every football game, but now they're here. So now you can backpedal and have movement in the pocket, stepping up in the pocket. Big change. I really like this. And again, you can see how much easier it is to see the field because of the zoom out. You're going to be able to see the flanks. The whole field will be open to you now. This is a massive improvement in the gameplay, and I'm very excited. I cannot wait to try this out. All right, for the final picture, we have the theme that Axis is touting this year, and that is Build Your Dynasty. This is all about the franchise mode, guys. This game for this year is going to be focused mainly on franchise and gameplay. If you've played Madden for a number of years, you know that the franchise mode has been lacking. There's not been any innovation, and they don't have to. Why? Because 3 letters, M-U-T, Mutt has taken over, and it's making them a boatload of money, and who could blame them? But that's why it's so important to have competition, because now, with the introduction of new ideas into a franchise mode, things that we've never seen before, things that maybe we've seen but we've never seen them been built upon, we're finally going to get to see a taste of that this year, because we have an indie developer in Axis Games that is trying to give the consumer what they want, and what they've been missing from Madden is a franchise mode, a good one. And so this is the start, guys. It's going to take some time, but this is the beginning of something special. It's only going to get better from here, because now we have competition.